Today's video is going to be talking about, I think, affordable trucks. And before I start that, I'm actually going to show you this book that I made out of stickers. It is my drawing book. I bought this a while ago and I just now found it. I never drew on it. I'm about to finish the one that I'm currently have. I've gone through 3 already, and this is going to be the next one. There's this one that's covered because I can't show you, and there's just, yeah. It's, it's a beautiful book. Shit goes hard. And so wait a second, give me just a second there, folks. Okay, let's start the topic. So today's topic is about affordable trucks. I like trucks. I go out, I do what is known as like a thrifting. So I go out, I buy I get like free Facebook items like furniture, stuff from like garage sales, or house cleaning, or like, when some dude dies in the house, like they don't die in the house, but they die and they own the house, so the house has to be like, they take all the old shit out. So you go to those things. They're not like yard sales, they're called something else, I forget. Like open house. It's not open house, it's something like that. But very cheap stuff, very good stuff too, like tools, like DeWalt Milwaukee tools from like 10 years old, but we're just still really good, for like $10, just to fucking steal, and I'm in the market for like an affordable, truck that can take me from point A to point B. I was thinking of something like a K truck from Japan, something in that size, something not gonna guzzle my fucking gas. I'm not in the market for a fucking Raptor. I'm not in the market for that one. I'm not in the market for a Duramax, but I'm in the market for something closer to like what is there's a small Chevy truck, I already forgot. The Maverick, like the Maverick, or something that just recently came out called the Slate. The Slate is, hear me out, don't throw tomatoes at me yet, an electric truck. When I first heard electric, it broke my heart. I immediately got uninterested, but it opened the world to something else that was unveiled not too long ago, the Toyota something. It's a $10,000 Toyota pickup truck. It's not the Toyota Tacoma. I'd love a Toyota Tacoma, but the Tacoma market is cooked. I'm not paying $20K for like a 14-year-old Toyota Tacoma. You got me fucked up. So I want a small compact truck. And most compact trucks are used by Theos and Theas, those old like Toyota trucks. They're tiny, they got like a pretty decent bed, they're 2-seaters. But the only problem I don't want to buy those is because they are so old. They have seen the test of time, and no one knows how longer they're gonna last. They've seen multiple generations with no repairs. And, time takes its toll, and probably it's been repaired at the wazoo. I don't know. But I don't really like, thinking that, hey, I got a used truck. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know a damn thing about, like, changing out the fucking motor if it's busted. I can't do that. I don't have the tools. Now, like a pop tire, it's fine, but 90% of the time, the tire isn't going to be the problem. It's going to be, like, the engine, the electronics on the fucking thing. It's an old truck, it's an old vehicle. I wanted to see if there was like an alternative, which there isn't in the United States right now. There is no alternative. We only, we are the United States. We do things bigger. Apparently, entry vehicles have to be $40,000 and up. Like, I can't afford that. I unfortunately can't afford that. And I'm not in the market for like a normal sedan, like a Honda Civic or like a Nissan Altima or a Toyota, like those little tiny fucking, a Toyota Prius. I'm not in the market for that. I don't really want that. But I'm in the market for a truck. And I think a lot of us out there are also in the market for a truck, not something with a giant bed, but like the Maverick, which is like, you know, it's not bare bones. It's definitely not bare bones. The Maverick's kind of like got some modern shit going with it, but it's got a decent sized bed, enough to hold one couch. You know, it's not, you're not getting all your shit. It's enough to hold stuff that I, you know, go out to get, you know, something that could, you know, sustain my thrifting hobby. It's not more of a hobby, but it's more of just like a sales thing, you know, buy something cheap, sell it on eBay for triple the price. Kind of like scalping, but the item's like years old, or just reselling, but you know, there's not really a word for what I do. But yeah, it's sad to see that there is no market for cheap trucks here in the United States, and I think a lot of us understand that. And yeah, just look up the Slate. The Slate is a goofy little electric truck. It's very tiny. It looks very fucking tiny. It's comparable to like the K truck, but it's a bit faster. But what I don't like about the Slate is that it just, you know, the truck itself is like $20,000, which is already disgusting. It's not 20,000, it's $15,000, which is already way overpriced for the demographic, which is an affordable truck. How come the Toyota, the new 10K Toyota truck, is 10K, while the Slate, which is a shittier truck in all, like in every single point, you know, is 15K? You know, I don't see it. And what's even worse is that the Slate doesn't even come with like good shit. It barely does like only like 10K miles, man. Not even 10K miles. What did that lady say? It was something like 40 miles or some bullshit on like a full charge, which is disgustingly, that's nothing. That's like nothing. But I remember they have like a 200 mile pack, but that's extra. On top of that, you have to pay like 5K for add-ons, man. Like, it's stupid. The concept is okay, but the price is too much. You know, the truck should be offered at $6,000 to start. You know, that's affordable, you know. And the add-ons should only be like $2,000, you know. If you want the extra bed, you know, extra bedroom, $2,000, that makes sense. But $15,000 to start is too much, you know. And on top of that, most people that are going to buy this, you know, don't really own homes. I think that most of the demographic are like, you know, apartment renters, because, you know, we're poor and we only can pay like a certain amount a month, you know. I guess there are some poor people that live in homes they inherited, but, you know, your demographic is poor people. Modern poor people don't really have homes, you know. They live in apartments, and apartments don't come with a fucking extra charger out on like your own parking space. No, you have to go find parking in the street, okay? And you know, there's no one that really is going to buy it who, you know, is poor, okay? Most people that are going to buy it are rich homeowners. On top of that, the other options that they have besides the Slate is so expensive. Like, why not just get a Maverick? You know, it's more expensive than the Slate, but it's got a lot more shit than the Slate. On top of that, why not just get a modern Toyota Tacoma? Okay, why not just get a Cybertruck? If you're just stupid, you can get a Cybertruck. You know, why not just get a Raptor if you're rich as fuck? Or why not just get a Duramax if you're from Texas, you know? So the Slate's like, the Slate is in the demographic of like the new Dodge electric muscle car, which no one really wants it. And, you know, there's no one there for it. You know, your target demographic is kind of non-existent. You know, poor people that have, you know, the space to charge the electric truck are non-existent, because, you know, poor people don't really have the space to charge it, because, you know, their apartment complex doesn't really offer, you know, charging spaces, unless you live in those like giant places, you know, that come with, you know, that. But you'd be rich because you're already paying like what, 20K a month for rent, you know. So there's no one that's gonna buy it. They're just gonna rot on lots. They're not even gonna rot on lots. The thing is like made to order, so, you know, it's just not gonna sell that well. you know. And what's even sadder is that the 10K Toyota truck isn't even sold here in the US. It's not going to be sold here in the US because they know it would take over the market like that. You know, new car owners would buy those shits out like that. Not only is it so like it's so good for the price, and on top of that, it's kind of just bare bones what you need. If it breaks down, it's bare bones. The parts are everywhere. If you can't buy the part, then make your own part. They're just tubes and valves that go in the fucking motor. You know, if the valve gets broken or gets rusted, buy a new one or buy an upgraded version, you know? Instead of one that's stainless steel, buy a copper pipe. I don't know. It's bare bones. It's legitimately just like a car. It's a car. It's not like, you know, a car. You know, it's just car, you know? It's steel, metal, and no electronics. It's just steel, metal, and some dude's sweat from Japan. And there you go, a 10K truck from Toyota. But yeah, it's sad. I really would love to buy the 10K Toyota truck because not only is it in my price range, but it is literally everything I'm looking for in a truck without the extra fucking 10K screen to watch Netflix, or, you know, multiple sensors on each side of the car, ball sack recognition technology in the seats. Like, I'm not looking for that. I don't want that. And, you know, I'm not in the market for a sedan either. Like I said, I'd love to buy a Miata if it's, you know, affordable. I'd be fine with it, but it's not what I'm looking for. It's not what I'm in the market for. And, you know, it's the things that are in my price range are either going to break down the moment I buy it, or just very risky to buy, or just fake entirely, you know? So yeah, or just too far, you know, those people, you know, you go to Facebook Marketplace, some of us have experienced that. It's a great car, an amazing deal, but it's like in the other state. Like, why the fuck am I getting a result for that? You know, like, you know, it's crazy and it's sad and it's just, it's frustrating, you know? But yeah, that's just about it. Just tell me your opinion. I know a friend who got basically a free fucking car. He got a car for $500, and you're telling me his own family's paying for the repairs? Lucky bastard. Like, why can't I have that? You know, all of my friends have cars now. Because I guess he's like, you know, like, I'm like the poorest one. Not even this, I'm like the second poorest one, but in a shit situation. You know, I don't have any parking where I live, you know? So I can't get a car. Even if I did get a car, I'd have problem with my neighbors because everyone has, you know, fake designated parking spots. Yeah, even if I did spend all my money on a car, I mean, I'm not looking for a car. Like I said, I'm not looking for a car. I'm looking for a truck, a compact, affordable truck, and I can't find any. So yeah, that's just about it. Tell me if you got a steal on a vehicle on Facebook Marketplace, or if you were scammed. Because I know some of us do get scammed. Some of us do get good, amazing fucking deals. Like a friend that I have, you know, he got a steal. He literally stole a car for $500, and it's a decent car. I forgot the model of the car and what car it is, but it's a decent car. It's got great gas mileage. It's like comparable to like a Toyota Prius. You know, it's a small, compact 4-door car. You know, it's not that old. I think it's like 2014 or 2004. So it's got a 4 in there somewhere. But yeah, it's a good car. You know, what does he need a 4-door car for? I don't know. To take him from point A to point B, like, you know. But I need a car that not only will take me from point A to point B, but I need to take me and a wooden table from point A to point B. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. So yeah.